Yeah, you can continue now.
All right. Good morning, everyone. You are welcome to this wonderful training. This training is going to assist us as a newbie. If you are a crypto trader, you are just a trader, you only know how to click a buy button and sell button. You cannot enter the market and do analysis yourself to pick a trade, but you know how to set it and make profit. You can enter market, you can set limits, you can set markets, and you can end your trade by yourself. But how do you know when to enter a trade? And if I see a signal, how do I set it accurately? Then how do I know when I get a signal that this trade I can still enter, or this trade I am late already, so I cannot enter again? How do I determine all this by myself? So this will be the content that we are going to learn today. So it will be super packed, in which even if you are a newbie, if you follow the instructions well, all these things are going to help you, and it will give you an advantage to revisit the video again in order to learn most of those things. Now I'll be sharing my screen right away. So I would like to know if you can all see my screen now. Can we all see my screen, please? Please, I need a reaction so that I'll confirm if my screen is visible. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So I'll be making use of like three applications. The first one, I'll be making use of Bybit. So I'm sure we all have that, Bybit. Then I'll be making use of Trading View. For those of us that does not have Trading View, you can quickly go and download it on Play Store under the background. Just pick your Google Mail to link it right away. Then the third one, I'll be showing us something on Telegram. I will try to display when the signal drops, the first thing to do, like myself. When signal is being dropped, the first thing I do is, if the signal says short, for instance, I'll first go and check my own candle and confirm, does the chart formation actually look like shorts? Before I now say, oh, let me short. Because let me tell you, even always weighing and every other paid signal, it is not all their signals that I take. Sometimes I'll go and check and see that, okay, is this something I can take? Sometimes it's not because the signal is not reliable, but there are some signal that the way the formation will be, the delivery could be long term. Some, when you see the formation, you may see that the delivery will be short term. So by looking at it like that, it is you that will now decide that, okay, am I ready for the long term? Am I ready for something now? Or some signals that will be by night. You're about going to sleep. Most times, those kind of signal, if I know that I will not stay long in the night, I may not take it because I won't have time to follow it and I may not be able to sleep comfortably. And if I know I'm exhausted, I want to sleep comfortably, I will just I'll decide to ignore the signal. That let me wait for another one, because one good thing about signal is that there are lots of signal. So if you miss one, there is still another one, and we should all know that it is not all signals to be that we need to take. So I'm launching my Bybit app right away. So this is my Bybit app. Uh, my account is verified. So for everybody that want to, after registering your Bybit, So you may need to come and verify using your BVN. I think it's faster and easier. Then while clicking on this verification and you are trying to register it, when they gave you an option to pick an ID, it's faster to use BVN. And on the BVN, you may discover that they wrote TIN. I'm not sure, maybe I can still go there again because I've been verified on the first stage already. So when you click on the BVN, it will ask you to put your number. So instead of the interface, maybe they will later correct it. Maybe when we write to support or so, they might need to change it. Under the BVN, when they ask you to put the number, you will discover that they said you should put TIN, T-I-N, task identification number. So on that TIN, just put your BVN number there. You ignore the TIN they said. Put it for confirm. It will verify for you. That's what I used anyway. Then I wanted to do level 2 verification. You can see it failed there. The reason it failed was that I used my international passport for level 1 because international passport doesn't really have a address. But when they now said proof of address, I observed that my driving license has a proof of address. These are the categories. The proof of, you can see, the proof of document they wanted here. See, the proof of address that they accept by Bybit. These are the list for the level 2. Utility bill, official bank, residential bank, anyone from this. But mind you, this one does not really matter. Just for educational purpose. Everything you needed, by verifying level 1, you are okay. You'll be able to do coin withdrawal of 50 BTC daily. How much do we even have talking about 50 BTC daily? So this advance will only allow you to do P2P trading with no limits. You don't have limits of the amount of P2P transaction you can do. Then fiat deposit of $100,000 daily. Coin withdrawal of 100 BTC daily. How much do we even have? So even with this level 1, it has solved all those needs. Your P2P is no limit too on level 1. Then you can do fiat deposit of $20,000 daily. Then coin withdrawal of 50 BTC daily. Then more event bonuses. I mean that this level 1 alone will satisfy every need, anything you want to do on the app. So if you are struggling to do second one and it's failing, don't get yourself disturbed too much. So that is that about that. Now this is the interface. So if you want to trade on this Bybit, if you want to trade futures, if you look at Binance, Binance will show you as futures at the bottom. But here you will see is the futures is what they here in a Bybit. So this is trade. I'll still talk about. I don't have any money here on Bybit yet, but maybe while the class is on, I am going to display how to move money from maybe another exchange to Bybit. As I don't have anything there, maybe I can just try like $20 in order to show some explanation on how to move money. Now let's say I want to deposit from my another exchange into my Bybit account. As you can see my Bybit, you can see it is on 0 money there. Now if I want to deposit, just like the way we normally do that, maybe you want to pay money into someone's bank account, you know, you are going to ask for account number of that person. Now, if the person is using UBA, for instance, you ask, which account are you using? UBA. Send your account number. Now, coming to crypto, somebody wants to send money into my account. They will ask, which account am I using on crypto? My own bank account for crypto bank is Bybit bank account. My bank account here is what we call wallet address. So I'll just come and click on deposits. I'll click on deposits. Then when I click on deposits, it will show here that switch to fiat or deposit to a coin on purchase. I'll pick crypto. Then I'll come to search, to come and search which coin. Is it Bitcoin the person wants to send to me? Is it USDT? Is it Ethereum? Or which coin? So you are going to search, although you can pick USDT here with ease, but sometimes you may be looking, simply come here and search for USDT at the top. Then it will pop up. You just pick USDT. Then from there, let me use the other pencil. This one is blocking some parts.
Hello, leader.
Please,
So please, because of the newbie, so how do we get to where we are copying all these things? So please help us to point at where we have assets and all that, where we have derivative and all that. So help us to point at those places before we get.
Okay, sir. But please, can you hear me loud and clear? Somebody just type in the page that maybe the audio is not clear.
Maybe the person's phone is faulty, so we can hear you loud and clear, sir.
We can hear you very well.
Somebody, I can see. Okay, or it's not this group. All right, let me go on. So speaking of where to locate it, now I want to deposit into my Bybit from another exchange. How do I do that? For a start, I want to change and pick up. Okay, I think I have it already. Let me pick the other pen. So the first thing to do after opening your app from home, you know, when you open, it will show from home like this. So from home, the next thing to click on is you click on assets here. So when you click on assets, then you come and click on deposit. For those people that may forget, you may try to be writing it down. Try to be writing it down, so you will not forget. So when you click on deposit, it will now show you. Then you will search for which coin are you trying to deposit to. Like you want to send from dollar to this dollar account here. So you are going to search for dollar bank account. Mind you, dollar bank account, that is wallet address, is different from Bitcoin address, different from Ethereum address. So you search for USDT. Then this is USDT. And you tap on it. You tap on USDT. Then from here, you now look for which ecosystem or which blockchain did the USDT support. There are different ones. So you tap on this small arrow in order to check for TRC20. So this is ERC20 for Ethereum. This is it. You tap on it. Now you are going to come and click on copy here. Copy. You click on copy it successfully. Then the person that wants to send you the money, like I said, the example I gave, as if you are sending money you want to receive money into your bank account. Now, the person that wants to send to you, for instance, let's say Mr. Much Money is trying to send to me, then I will just paste to the person, this is my account number, send the money here. Now, let's assume I am Mr. Much Money now. I came to my Binance. I want to send some money. Okay, let's say, and this one now, it will be asking for transaction fee, transaction password. So I'm thinking I have some money on my CoinW. So maybe I will need to come and send from, okay. So this money now is on my future balance. I'll need to move it. In order to save time, let me use my Binance. I think I still have some money there. So let's say I am Mr. Much Money now. He's the one that wants to send money to me. He wants to send money from his own Binance to my own Bybit. He is using Binance. I am using Bybit, for example. So for him to send money to me, the money is on futures. The first thing to do, I would need to move it down to sports. So the money that is here now, I want to move it back to my spot account. So I'll just click on the money. Then I'll switch my button now. This arrow up and down. This arrow up and down, I'll click on it first. So the thing will now show from futures to spots. Now, how much do I want to move? Let's say $20, for instance. Or I can click on max if it is everything I want to move. But let's use $20, for example. I'll click on confirm transfer. So the money has moved. You can see my balance has reduced here. So the money has moved from futures, from my futures account to sports account. From here, the balance will just be 90. Then on sports, I click on sports. The $20 is here. Now I want to withdraw. Mind you, when I wanted to pick up account number from Bybit, I clicked on deposits. But here I am withdrawing from Binance to Bybit. So the option I will take now is withdraw, not deposit again. So I'll tap on withdraw. Then which coin did I want to withdraw? Is it BUSD? Is it BNB? The answer is USDT. This is what I want to withdraw. So I'll tap on USDT. Then I'll click on send by crypto network. I'll click on it. Got it. Then the first thing is address. Address. This address means like bank account. Mind you, I send the bank account to the person that was sent to me earlier. So I'll just come and copy the recipient's bank account, the person that will receive the money, which is my Bybit. I'll copy. Then I'll come back here and paste. I'll paste the wallet address. And it will ask me for network type. The network we choose earlier, remember, is TRC20. Mind you, when you are sending via TRC20, you must receive a wallet address of TRC20. When you are sending via ERC20, you must receive wallet address of ERC. If the wallet is not compatible, you might lose the fund. That's the implication. So, and if you look at it, the charges vary. If I use ERC20 to send now, the amount they will charge is 3.2 USDT. But if I use TRC20, I think it's not up to $1. The amount, the fee they will charge from Binance is just $0.8. So sending dollar using ERC20 is more costlier. So that's the idea. So now I'm going to pick TRC20, confirm. Then how much am I sending? Let's say max, everything. Then look at the amount that will get to the destination, 19.4. Why? Because there was a fee of 0.8 transaction fee, which we call bank charges. This is where what they chop too. As an exchange, they are not just operating like Father Christmas or Vasco da Gama. They are actually working to make money. How are they making money? It is that traffic of transactions. Sending money in, sending money out, trading on buy, sell, there are charges. That is what they live on. So I'll click on withdraw, that yellow button at the bottom, withdraw. So, okay, let me pick confirm. Withdraw. Withdraw. So this is the amount that will come in, 19.4. Then I'll click on confirm. So when I click on confirm, it will now ask for security question. This is the safety guaranteed on these on the crypto exchange, comparing it with a bank account. In my account here, before I can send money out, a code must be generated via Google Authenticator, via my phone number, then via my email. Though it is optional, the most important thing is to use two-factor authenticator. You may decide not to use Google Authenticator. Just use your phone number and email to send money. But I chose to add another third security authenticator. That's why I added Google Authenticator, making it 3. Now, I'll click on Get Code on my phone number, Get Code on my email in order to generate code. So I'll click on this, then click on my email code too. A message code will be popped up on my phone. Yeah, as you can see, I'll click on copy, then I'll paste it on, that's my phone number code. Then I'll minimize again and come to my email to come and search for the code. You can see the message has come in, withdrawal request, Binance. Binance is trying to inform me that there's a transaction going on to move money out of your account. Are you aware? Was it you? If it is you, use this code. They even tell me the name of the device. Only that they don't know my location. They wrote it by the Nigeria. But it's still the name of my phone they are showing here. So I'll just copy the code, then come back here. I'll paste it on the email. Now, remaining the third one, I have gotten 2 right now. If I didn't get the third one, the transaction will not be successful. That's the security exchange. So our advice, most of us that will use small phone, we should separate our code where we receive code from email, so everything will not be on the same place. And the third one now is for my Google Authenticator. Then I'll come to my Google Authenticator. Then I'll search for which one is for. I have several authenticator I linked with my exchange. So this first one is the one I use for Binance. Some people may name it Binance, like this for Bybit. You can say I name it Bybit, SuperX, Fluid, CoinW. Now the one I'm using for Binance is the first one. So I'll just copy it and come and paste it here. Paste. After pasting it, then you click on submit. Now, I was able to meet up with all the 3 security categories. So this is the assurance that we are trying to say, that even putting your money here, only you, when you do commit a blunder, is when somebody that is closer to you can just steal all your access passage in order to withdraw and steal your fund. But it is you that you are your own security, not that you are giving your security to third party. And when they are careless, anything can happen to your fund. As you can see now, this money should be expected any minute in my Bybit account. So I'll just come to Bybit. I'll go back, then I'll refresh. So by the time I refresh, this place showing 0, this place showing 0 is going to display, somebody saying, I'm not enjoying this session, poor vision. Is it from my end or the person's end? I would like to know.
Mr. Yusuf, never mind. Maybe due to their poor network or maybe their phone capacity, I can't really say, because I'm trying to share my screenshot to them that I can see clearly. They can see clearly,
Okay.
they can hear you loud and clear. So maybe it's from network from their end, or maybe I don't know.
All right. All right, sir. Okay. So, moving on. This this part now, when you refresh, you can get. Thank God that we are recording it anyway. Anyone can check back later and you revisit the video recorded version. So we are still expecting the money to drop. There was a message on my email. The email is telling me that you have successfully withdrawn 19.4 USDT from your account. Then the withdrawal address, transaction ID, these are the evidence. So if you want to share evidence with the person showing that you have actually sent the money, you can just screenshot something like this. So that is that. For now, then I'm going to check the successful deposit of Bybit. Let me quit the app. Yeah, there's another message I just received now showing that confirmed. Bybit has also messaged me confirming that it has received the money. Look at the message. Deposit history and derivatives. See, the message is telling us that USDT 19.4 succeeded, meaning that the money has dropped in my Bybit account. As you can see now, look at it. So the money has dropped. This is the money. Now the next thing is, after depositing money here, if I want to trade futures, how do I trade? So how to trade futures is, we are getting signal as a beginner. If you are a professional that you can trade yourself, you just come to where to trade and pick a trade after you must have done your analysis. Now let us first treat, okay, I am a beginner. I don't even know how to set trade. I don't know how to pick signal, when to buy or when to sell. So I needed signal to trade. When I'm given signal, how do I set it? This is how. When you are given signal, let us first go to, let's go to signal. Let me go to Telegram, like I said, and let's go to Telegram and check for a signal. Okay, crypto signal premium. Let's use this one as an example. I am seeing a signal at 8:41. I think it's timely. So let's say I want to set this signal now. This signal that came, I want to set. You first need to know how to interpret this. When they say short zone, 0.12274, 0.11553, you can see this signal just dropped now. Okay, CTSI is the signal that is just dropped now. So with this signal now, the short zone, they are asking us to sell, not a buy signal, it's a short signal. So they are saying the short zone is 0.1122742, 0.11553, depending on which one you meet it here. Now, they said the leverage is 25x. Then the TP, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is saying that you can take your profit at the first one. You can set your own TP at the second one, third one. But I am recommending that when you pick the first one used to be faster. So it's always advisable to pick your TP at the first one so that you'll be able to exit the market on time. Or if it is faster, it is coming down really, and you know, the way you can trail your profit. If you have met the first target, you can trail it and adjust your stop loss down. So now let's go and set this signal they set now. Then I'll just minimize and come down to my Bybit. I'll click on derivative. So when I click on derivative, this is where we are going. I can first go and check the name of that coin. They said CTI. I'll just come here. I'll come here to change. I'll click this like this. Then I'll search for the name of the coin. You just come to at the top here. See, please enter trading pair. Now, let's check again the trading pair. The trading pair says CTSI USDT. I'll just come and search for CTSI USDT, as you can see. Now, looking at it, the current price of the coin they dropped is 0.11220. The question is, am I too late for this signal or can I still enter? Compare the price. That as it come down below this 0.11220, then you now come to the signal again, 0.112274. So it's still the same, it's still within the range because they said the TP is 0.
Excuse me, Mr. Yusuf, sorry. Maybe you're going to use another signal channel like Always Win. There's a security in these premium signals, so that won't allow people to see that screen, that signal chat. Nobody is seeing it.
So,
yeah. Okay. They have secured that Telegram channel, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that tip. Let me use Always Win. Okay. This is Always Win now. Can you see this one, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. So this is another signal, though it is late already based on the time, but we can use it for an example. This signal was dropped 4 a.m. today. So football USDT. Let's go and search for the currency pairs. You just come and click on these pairs. You search for football USDT. Football USDT. I'm not sure this coin is listed. It's not listed on Bybit.
Yeah, that one's okay.
It's not listed. Let's look for another one. This is another one. LIT USDT. This was dropped yesterday. You can see the date, December 2nd, 3:46 p.m. in the afternoon. So let's use this LIT USDT, for example. So you just come down, you search for the currency pairs, LIT USDT. As you can see, this is the coin. Then you tap on it. Now, you now check, let me see if I can still trade it. You check for the current price, 0.827. They say we should short from here. Then you come to the signal, and check. The entry price is 0.84. Where is it now? It's on 0.2, meaning that it has actually dropped. It has given the profits. If you look at it now, they said the first take profit, meaning it has met the target of the first TP, is currently on 0.2. But the second target is not met yet because the second target is 0.80. But like I said, if we are prompt enough to meet the signal when they drop it, the first target used to be on point. So make sure you focus on the first target so you'll be able to get out of the market on time. But for example's sake, let's say we still want to use this as an example. I want to enter this trade for short position. Let me first check the candle. This is where to check the candle in case you want to check the candlestick and see the movement. Now, does this still have tendency of coming down more? This is 15-minute time frame. This is where to check the time frame. These are the time frame. 1 minute, 3 minutes. If it's on 1 minute, meaning that each of these candles are forming every 1 minute. If it's on 3 minutes, it means that these candles are forming every 3 minutes. Like 1 minute now, if you look at it, this candle used to move faster. Then when this one finish, my time is 8:48 from here. By the time we get to 8:49, another candle will form beside this short green candle. You can see my time is now 8:49. See a new candle. So this time frame is working pari passu with these candlesticks. If you set it on 1 minute, it will be displaying, it will be counting time. As time goes 1 minute, another one will form. Another minute, another one will form. If it goes on 15 minutes, meaning that each of the candles will be forming every 15 minutes, like this. If you go to 30 minutes, 1 hour, every 1 hour, 4 hours, like that. If you go to a daily time frame, it will give you daily. Daily is 1 day. 1W is weekly time frame. So we should learn the time frame. So that's where to check it. So if it is daily, meaning that these candles you are looking at, this small last red candle is for Saturday candle. The green candle is for Friday candle. The next Thursday, like that. So we should pay attention to that.
I think we lost your voice, Mr. Yusuf. We can't hear you again. Or can others still hear you? Or Mr. Sukomi, can you still hear Mr. Yusuf?
No, we cannot hear him again. It seems
Okay.
calling.
Okay. Okay.
Hello?
Hello, you're welcome, sir.
Can you hear me now?
We lost the voice before, yeah. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. I was trying to explain this time frame. Now, how do we use this to trade? Mostly focus on smaller time frame around 15 minutes to 1 hour. As a scalper, that your trade is very short term. This one is more, it used to deliver like a daily trader, not a long trader, like a swing trader or a position trader. So now, when I want to set this now, 0.82 short position, so I will just make sure that, okay, is this trade signal? Is it an instant entry or a pending order? Mostly we are used to calling it limit order or market order. Limit order means that you are not entering instantly. You are setting a pending order that when the market reach there, your trade should peak. That's the meaning of limit order, or you call it pending order. The second one is the market order, or you call it instant order. Instant order means that you're entering the market instantly. You are placing a buy now. Example is that if you are using limit order, let's say Bitcoin is at 17,000 as we speak. You now say, okay, I want to buy Bitcoin, but I don't want to buy at 17,000. I want to wait for Bitcoin to come down to 16.5. You will now set your price at 16.5. So as the market comes down there, it will peak and buy. But if you are using a market order, that means you are buying instantly. As you can see now, this is limit order. If I want to set limit now, I say, okay, I want to short this market, but it's on 0.24. I want to wait for the market to go up. If it goes back to maybe 0.84, it should trigger a sell for me. So I'll leave it at limit, then I'll come to order price. I'll now give the command that I don't want to buy this present price. I want to sell the market at 0.84. So I'll come here and put my order there that sell at 0.84. Then this is lit. It's better off to display it in form of USDT. In order to understand the actual amount that you want to use, or you can use this button to drag. Instead of you to waste time, just come here. Come to this three button, then click on trading preference. Then you can see my position mode is on one way. One way means that if I buy lit, if I'm on a long on leads and trading is going on, when I set another trade on leads and I set short, it will close this long and continue this. That's one way. But there is a way that you can long on leads and you can also short. The two trade will be running at the same time. You just click on one-way mode. You click on one-way mode, then you change it to edge mode. Edge mode. Then you click on OK. When you click on OK, go back. Now, if you look at this lead now, it has given me an arrow, which will allow me to change from leads. Then I can change it to order by costs. It will not be order by quantity. Order by quantity means that the amount of that coin I want to buy. But I like to see it shown in form of USDT. So you tap on order by costs. Then you click on confirm. When you click on confirm, look at it. It has changed to USDT. This USDT will allow you to calculate that how much do I want to expose. Another one is, look at this place. This is leverage. Leverage is showing you how much do you want to get from the exchange to borrow you. You know, my account now, the size of my account is just is about $20. So I will now come and use leverage there. You can see the green 10x, meaning that 10 times of my capital I can borrow. Then the red 10x is for shorts, the green 10x is for long. Look at it. I can set my leverage here. Then I can set either I want to use cross or isolated. But let me first set this leverage. This is the leverage. When I pick this 10x like this, let me leave it at 10x or let's say 5x. When I use 10x, meaning that I have $20 to trade, $20. But I needed you to borrow me for 10 times of the money I have. So making it that I will have capacity to trade with $200. That's the meaning of the 10x. You just multiply this 10x by the amount of dollar you have. That is for long. Then for shorts, if you also want to use 10x for a short position, you just set it at 10. Or you can choose that my long will be 5x, my short will be 10x, depending on you. You just need to move this button like this. See, that 10x is too high for me. You reduce it. If you want 10x, you increase it. If you want more than 10x, but the maximum of leverage for this coin is 12.5x. There are some coins that are more than that, like BTC. You can still get more than 10x. So I'm going to show you. That is for the leverage, meaning that with your $20, you are capable of trading with $200. And you will choose if you want to use cross or isolated. Let me quickly explain the difference between these two. For isolated means that I have $20 isolated mode, meaning that when I enter market with $5, the balance remaining in my account will be $15. $15. Now, if I'm using isolated, I'm saying that trade with just $5 margin out of my money, but the remaining balance I have, which is $15, isolate it for me. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Whenever the trade is going against me and I'm losing -1, -2, -3, -4, the moment it gets to -5, liquidate my account, stop my trade. So meaning that I will only lose the minimum of $5. I will not lose beyond $5. Then my $15 balance will be intact. I can use it to get another trade. Maybe the trade can pay off for me. So it will allow you to get a backup. That's for isolated. But course, on the other hand, from the word course, from the word isolated, it will allow you get it better. $20, then you are trading with the same $5. You have balance of $15. Now, if you enter a trade with $5 and you are -1, -2, -3, getting to -5, you will not be liquidated. If you are now getting to -6, you are telling the exchange to cross from that word, cross down from here to my balance in order to continue the trade. Because the advantage is that the market may later reverse and the minus will now be reducing from -6 back to -5, back to -4, back to -3, back to -2, back to -1, back to 0. It will now go to plus again. 1, 2, 3, then you'll be on profit. So isolated has its own advantage. It will keep you on the market for long term. That in case the market reverses back to the positive direction, it will give you chance to even save the loss you have previously had. But for course, if the loss has gotten to the exact amount of your margin, it will liquidate you. I hope you understand this. So you click on save. Save. Each contract can only use one leverage across all other can happen. Okay. So, okay. So that is how to set the place. Then after moving your money, you will need to, the money may drop under your assets. Then you need to migrate it down to your futures account. How do you do that? You come and click here. You click on that plus sign. Then you click on transfer. Transfer means that the money was on spots. You can see from spots. Just like how I did on Binance earlier. This is the amount I have on spots to derivative, that is futures. So I'll just tap on all. Then I'll click on confirm transfer. Confirm transfer. The moment I confirm it, if you look at it now, the money has moved down to my futures account from my spot account. Now, I have already gotten money to trade. How do I trade? To trade now, if I want to enter the market instantly based on the signal I was given, based on leads, 0.24 to 0.27. Now, target 1 is 0.27. It has not reached target 1 yet. Or maybe it has gotten there. Okay, it has passed, sorry. 0.22. 0.80. That's target 2. So let us trade on target 2. Let me enter at market price. I'm going to show you market price now and limit price. So for the market price, I'll come here. I'll click on this limits. Then I'll adjust it to markets. When I adjust it to market now, meaning that I want to buy instantly. See, the coin is really dropping now. 0.821 again. So I'll tap on this. Then I'll decide how much do I want to trade with. Let's say 20. When I trade with $20, $20. $20. Let's see. $20. 240.5 leads. 197. $1. That's 12 leads. 9.27 USDT. Mr. Much Money, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So from my account now, I want to trade. Let's say I want to use $5 of my money. Now it is showing me 49 here. Can you buttress more on that?
Yeah, value there is like contracts. It has taken your contract to that value place. Then your quantity is correct
Okay.
as quantity of leads. So the real dollar is the one under the USDT where you wrote above.
Now, my question is I have exactly $19.4 and I intend to use $5 out of it. So, is this
Yeah.
the exact $5 showing here, but with my
Exactly.
leverage is
Yeah.
equivalent to 49 plus my leverage? Technically, I have about $194 with the
Yeah.
leverage given to me.
Yeah.
So out of my real $19, this is the $5 I'm using. But because of
Yeah.
the leverage, $5 is equivalent to $49. Am I
Okay.
correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I would like everybody to get that right. This is
Then,
also the first
but
time.
that depends on what you choose under that this place. There we have three options there. Sometimes two options. Sometimes one option.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this one now is two options.
That's why I'm
Mm.
trying to get people to focus on dollar. When you focus
Exactly.
on dollar, it will be easier for you to determine how much of your real money you are exposing. So I want
Mm.
to recommend for easier understanding, let's focus on USDT. So when you focus on USDT, here now, from my actual $19.4, I am only trading with $5. It's even too much. Let me come to maybe $2. So out of my real money, I'm trading with $2 for my money. That means my balance is $17.4. But because of my 10x leverage, remember, the money plus the one I borrowed is 194. So with the leverage, I'm using 19.6. I'm using 19.6. So that means I'm exposing real $2. So I'll just click on open short. Can you see? You click on, if it is a short, just like the signal says. Let's go back to the signal. The signal says short, that is sell. So I will come here. I will not click on long. I'll click on shorts to short the market. So I'll tap on open shorts. Eric Pemo busy. I want disturb me. Go to the other bedroom, Joe.
These kids, be careful. We are recording now.
Please take them to the other bedroom, Joe.
We can't hear you again, sir. Oh, if it's like okay,
Sorry. I'm trying to address the kids. Go to
no
the
problem.
other bedroom, please. So now, because the signal is a short position, I am on short presently, and the trade is running. The trade is showing me now that I entered the market at 0.823. Then the position size I exposed is $23.9. Then the current market price now is 0.823. This is the price I entered. This is the current market price now. So now I want to set my stop loss. I want to say this, there are two ways. You can decide to set your entry and immediately set your take profit stop loss at the same time before you enter the market. And another thing, you can also set the trade first. Then after setting the trade, you will now come to set your take profit stop loss. Now you can see the trade is running now. I can now come and set my take profit stop loss. Look at this. So I'll just come here, set TPSL, take profit now. I'll just come to the signal. Since I'm following the signal, the take profits, I can still go for the second target. The second target says 0.806. Then the stop loss is 0.903. So I'll just come 0.806 on take profit now, 0.806. Then on stop loss, this says 0.9, 0.903. Then on stop loss, I'll set 0.903. Then I'll click confirm, the yellow button. This now is saying that market take profit order will be triggered when market price reaches 0.86. The expected profit is 0.4063. Now, they are showing me that this is the profit I'm going to make from this trade. 0.40 cents will be my profits. Then if the market did not favor me, this is the expected loss I'm going to make, which is 1.912. So sometimes trade might go so crazy that it may not go to your direction. Setting take profit and stop loss will guarantee that at worst case, out of my own money, I will only lose 1.9. I cannot lose beyond that. Okay? That's the essence of take profit, stop loss. Then I'll click on confirm. I'll click on confirm. Confirm. Now, order submitted. This one has shown, if you look at it now, it will highlight it here. It will highlight it here. This is my take profit on green. This is my stop loss on red. I hope we understand. This is what we call market order, or we call it instant order because I entered the market instantly. The second option, I'm going to display it again. That one is called pending order. Let's use this same, okay, let me look at a market that we can, let's say Bitcoin, for instance. Let me use Bitcoin for pending order. Let's say I want to trade BTC for pending order. Then I'll first search for BTC. Here, I'll come back here, BTC. Then I'll search for BTC here, BTC USDT. You can see it has popped up. BTC USDT, I click on it, but I don't want to buy at 16,953. I now say, okay, I want to enter this trade. If the market drops down to 16.5, that's when I want to long. So I'll just come to markets here, markets. Then I'll change it to limits. You can see limits. Then the order price now. See order price. I should set the pending order. That okay, when Bitcoin come down to 16.5, that is when I want to buy. That is when I want to long the trade. Now, this is Bitcoin now. If you want to come and check the leverage, you know the other leverage is showing just 12.5 maximum. But clicking on Bitcoin now, you can see the leverage is up to 100x. Okay? Meaning that I can adjust the leverage if I want. If I want to borrow more money to trade this, I can move it forward. But let's still focus on the 10 for knowledge sake. The one at the top is for long, for a buy. The one at the bottom is a leverage for short. But you can use the same quantity of leverage for both long and short. Then you click on save. Okay. Now, you come back here. Then you now say, how much money? You know, my own balance now, apart from the trade I am, is 17.4. Out of this 17.4, how much do I want to enter trade with? Let's say I want to trade BTC for $10 out of my money. Or I want to trade with $5. But before this $5 BTC will trigger, it is until when market drop down to 16.5. The market must have shown this place 16.5 instead of 16.9. That is when this trade is going to buy. Then I want to set my take profit even before I enter the markets. Then I'll just come to this icon. You can see. Then I'll tap on the plus. So let's say I want to buy at 16.5, but when it get back to 17,000, sell for me. Now, the stop loss is if it does not favor me, when it buy at 16.5, instead of it to be coming up and it's now coming down against me, if it drop down to 16,200, push me out of the trade. Meaning that if the trade actually triggered at 16.5, I expect it to be going up above 16.6, 16.7 to 17,000 before I will make profit. So if it actually hits this 17,000, I'll make profit of $1.5. But if it does not favor me and it is coming down to 16.2, I will make loss of 0.9090. Then the moment it gets to 16.2, it will push me out of the market. So I will only lose this amount. Then it will save my remaining capital. I hope you are following. Then you click on confirm. Look at it. The take profit stop loss is here already. And I have not initiated the trade. Then the next thing now is for me to click on open long. Open long. Then I'll click on confirm. Now, I have submitted the order. But mind you, there are two things there. Look at this place. This place is showing position. This place is showing order. Order means that the trade is pending. The trade has not yet commenced. It is still on a pending order. Before the trade will commence, it is until when the price reach this my order price, 16.5. But currently the price is at what? 16,951. So that's why they call it pending order. Like I'm setting a trap for the trade. This is how professionals trade. This same way you can do it for short position too. You can say, I want to wait for Bitcoin to come to 17,000 to short. When it hits 17,000 and coming down, I'll be making profits. I hope we are following. Now, going to the second one beside it, which is position. Position is the present trade that is running already. The trade that is running is what we call position. The other one, which is order, is the one that is on pending order. It's not an instant order. I hope we understand how to pick a trade using this. Then another thing, like we are on a lead, you can see with a short position. Because we have made our settings on hedging, we can also set our trading on long. And the two trades will be running side by side. Let me show you. If I want to enter same lead trade on a long, I'll just come back here. I'll come back to BTC USDT to search for the pair again. LIT. LIT. LIT USDT. Then which amount? You can see my money is reducing because I first exposed the how much? I first exposed $2 to short LIT. I exposed another $5. Is it $5? I exposed another $5 to long BTC. Okay, is it $5 or $3? So leaving my balance to this. Now, let's say I want to long LIT now. Then I will write and I want to buy the current price. The first thing to do is I will change this limit to markets. Then how much do I want to use from my money here? Let's say I want to use another $2 or $1 for a long trade. I want to long. If I want to set my TP before or after, like I said, you can do it anyhow. You can either set it before or after. Let's say I set it for after now. I've set before earlier. So the next thing, I'll just come and open long. I'll just come and click this button, open long. Then later I may set my TPSL after the trade is ongoing. Or let me set 0 point. I'm using too much money on these samples, and it's a real trade. Let me use very small volume because I'm not sure of the trade direction. I'm just trying to show you as an example. So let's say I'm using $0.2. Like I said, it's possible for you to use just $0.2 out of your money, 0.1, as small as that. But because of leverage, you're actually trading with $1.89 because of leverage. Then I click on open long, confirm. Look at it now. Because it is a market or instant order, it is under position, not under order. The order has not triggered yet. So these are the two trades I am doing. Look at it. This is a lit. This is also lit. I'm trading the same coin in two different pieces. One is a long trade. You can see. One is a long trade. The other one is a short trade, as you can see. So in futures, it gives you an advantage to trade on both sides of the market, even at the same time, on the same coin. So this is how to set your trade. Now, from this point now, I also want to show us another thing, which is our trade history, our trading history. Those things we have done, those orders we have traded. You come to all orders, you click on it. It will show you the history. You can see the positions. Positions are those ones ongoing, current orders. These current orders mean that this is the order that is currently on pending, waiting for the market to come down to the target, which is what? 16.5. It always be here, waiting for any day BTC drop down to 16.5. That is when it will peak. But if BTC didn't come down again for life from 16.9 that it is now and is going up, this order will never trigger. It will just be here like this. That's what it means. Then order history. So this is the record of the history, the order that I have traded so far. This is where it will be. Because I have not made any profit, my realized P&L is supposed to drop here. So let's see which of the trade is giving us profits now. The long trade is putting us on a loss. Then the short trade is on equilibrium. The entry price is 823. The market price is 0.823. It's on the same level. That's why you are seeing this. I am neither making profit nor loss here. But remember, I've been charged gas fee. So it's only little 0 point something gas fee that I will lose. But it's on equilibrium. This one, I am on minus already. So that is that. From this point now, if there is any question, let us give room for question. Let's open the floor. Like, okay, let me say, if you want to cancel, if I want to cancel this trade now, that I don't want to put BTC on pending order again, you can come under order here. Then I'll click on cancel. That I don't want to set this pending order again. Or if I see that this 16.5 is too low, that is not picking, I can come and modify. Can you see modify? I'll just click on modify. Then I'll adjust it. You see, order price. I'll just adjust it that 16.5 is too low. Maybe I should change it to 16.8 so that it will peak on time, 16.850. Then I'll click on confirm. You can see it has been adjusted, though not peaked yet, but it is closer to where the current price is now. You know, current price of BTC is around 16.9, 16.950. So I adjusted it so that it will come and pick the buy on time. Then if I want to cancel, I'll tap on cancel. so that I'll cancel. So from this point, I'm sure we have shown us the necessary things needed as a beginner. So if there's any question, let's give room for questions and answer. Any question?
If you have any question, kindly ask. Well done, Mr. Yusuf. We appreciate you. Let's wait for people to ask question. Oh, you know that it's well understood by all. You cannot unmute your microphone. You can drop it on the chat box. You can drop your question on the chat box. You can drop your question. Okay.
Yeah, good morning, boss. Good morning, everybody.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Yusuf, well done for the job delivery. But the only thing I observed, which I was trying to get your attention to, when you are mentioning cross leverage and isolated leverage, there was a time, I know it was actually unconscious, you were missing it. You were saying that the reason why you could use the cross, so that by the time you were using isolated for cross, so that for our beginners here, they will not miss it. But I guess with your practical, they
It
should
wasn't
have
an
understood.
intention. I noticed that too. It wasn't an intention.
I know. I'm only telling our beginners here so that
Okay.
should have differentiated that, so that they will not get it wrong. That's why I
Okay.
just have to point it out.
Oh, thank you so much. I didn't really know. So maybe I should quickly just review that so that people will get it correctly. Like I
Yes.
Okay.
said, isolated and cost. From that word isolated, the amount that you have will be isolated from your actual money. Let's say, for instance, you have I have $17 here, and I only want to trade with $5 out of the $17. The balance will be $12. 12, these $12 will be isolated. This will only be exposed. So if the trade does not go well and it is going on -1, -2, -3, -4, by the time you get to -5, you will be liquidated. The trade will close automatically and you have lost this money. Now, the reason it does not affect this $12 is because it is isolated from your margin. That's why I like to use that word to explain it. Isolated from that margin. You are only losing this portion. Isolated. Of course, on the other hand, using the same example, $5 you enter a trade and you are on course, then the balance is $12. The balance is $12. You are on course. If the same issue happen that you are losing -$1, -$2, -3, -4, -5, when you get to -6, you should have been liquidated here. But because you are using course, the exchange will now cross over to be picking money and keep you in the trade. You can get -6, -7, -8. The advantage course will give you is that when the market is recovering again, the minus will now be reducing to -7, -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, then 0. It will now take you back to +1, 2, 3. You will be on profit. This will take you longer in the market. It will keep you on a trade longer than isolated, because the moment isolated get to the amount of margin you exposed, you will be liquidated if you did not add more. So I hope I've made myself understood now.
Good. Okay, Madam Victoria Kemi, you have a question? Kindly unmute your microphone and speak up now. Madam Victoria, we are waiting for your question. Unmute your microphone, madam. Madam, okay.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Yusuf, I would say I really appreciate you. You are a good tutor. I understood what you just explained this morning about the cross and isolated. I think the example is perfect. But my point now as a beginner, I think you will advise a beginner to really based on cross for now. That is the question I want to ask. Is advisable for the beginner to base on cross for now?
Okay. Thank you. That was a very good question. Like I used to say, most people normally ask me this question that between cross and isolated, one is best. I will now answer that me as a trader, there is no, those two, they are strategies. So it depends on the one that works for you. So from my own end, I don't deem it fit that one is best from others. The first thing is to first understand it because both of them has advantage and disadvantages. Advantage, of course, is that if there is a very strong dump, like the issue of the FTX saga that happened on November 8th, the course may not really help you, except if you use a stop loss. If you use course, being that you have enough, and that there was a very strong dip from 21,000 BTC down to 15.5, the dip will put you in trouble up till now. You'll be feeling that you are still in the market, you'll still be on minus because you are on course. You didn't use stop loss. That's the disadvantage, of course. But for isolated, if isolated was used and such issue happened, when market is coming deeply down from 21,000 down to 15, the moment you are on that situation, if you are on maybe $100 portfolio, for instance, and you did proper trade management, let's say you use like 5% to enter the trade, the moment you are liquidated on isolated, only your $5 will be gone. But on a course, maybe you might be on maybe minus $40 by now. You will be working on how to replenish to get yourself out of that trade. So both of them has advantages and disadvantages. But just like you asked from your question, from my own point of view, I feel that as a beginner, course is more better than isolated with proper money management plus stop loss, take profits. I used to advise beginners to stick to the rule. Perfectly stick to take profit, stop loss. Don't ever joke with it. Then use cost to trade with. Now, number one, when you enter the trade, you enter with maybe $5, for instance, and you set your take profits and stop loss. You are on course. Then, the moment the market is going there, you will know that if it does not favor you, sometimes market move crazily suddenly. That's the advantage of stop loss. But when the market is very stable, if you are using cost with proper money management, there may not be need for you to use stop loss. But it depends on situation of the market. Now, based on the fact that this is a community and there are teams that are working perfectly on signal provision. People that are providing signal, they have done their background assignments before they drop signal. So the reason you may not have to use stop loss or you extend your stop loss, make it far, is that you are following the strict instruction they are giving you, I will advise 100% use stop loss and use cost as a beginner. Especially there are two categories of trader. Most of us, we are working, we are career people. We go to work, we get busy most times. Those kind of people, stop loss is compulsory because you don't have the time 100% to be on your phone watching your trade from minutes to seconds. Maybe you are so busy for like streak of 3 4 hours you couldn't even check your phone. Such person, if you don't use stop loss, it might really put you into trouble. So the most important part is the goal we intend to achieve in this class is for us to teach you how to use the interface of the exchange, how to know how to what to press, what to set perfectly. If you have graduated from that place, there is another special class like what they did yesterday. Mr. Benga or somebody teach us on money management. I think that will be reviewed because the area I was not satisfied on the yesterday class was that the example being used mostly are not realistic. Talking about $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. The example we have to treat money management with has to be within the range of the capital portfolio most people are trading with. That's within the range of $100 to $1,000. So that one will make it realistic and stick to our head. So money management is the key. You see, one thing about crypto is we must follow rules. If we don't follow rules, our portfolio will bleed. I have a lot of experience in this space that some newbies, when they learn all these tricks from you, they are going to form their own strategy based on the trick they learned. They will now get to know that, oh, that course is good, though. It will keep you in market even when you are on a big loss. If the market will be coming back, it will save you out. They will choose on their own that, I don't need stop loss, I don't use stop loss. But when they now get another fresh experience of a sudden dump, it put them in a lot of trouble. So I want to recommend, let us follow rules. What are those rules? Do not overtrade. Set target for yourself. Don't open more than 2 trades at a time. Even if possible, just 1 trade. Ensure that you are out of that 1 trade before you can open another as a beginner. Because if you are exposing, each signal keep coming, like 5 signals came in a day, you set number 1, you are overburdening your capital. Because the more trade you are opening, the more problem it will cause on your capital. Then the more distracted you will be. You need to monitor this trade, you monitor another one. So for starters, you start with just 1 trade. Ensure it closed before you can enter another one. That will help you. Number 2, money management. You have $100, for instance, divide it to 10. Use 1/10 of it, or even divide it to 20. Use $5 to trade. The goal is not for you to double that your capital in a day. Even if it's 0.5 you are making, it's okay. Even if it's $1, the main goal is consistency. So please, whatever rules that is being laid down is for you because you are a beginner. By the time you are now used to the space, there are some of those rules and recommendations that you form your own based on the fact that you already know the implication of what you are putting yourself into. Then greed factor, do not be too greedy. If you set your 10%, you have achieved it for the day, just close it. Even if another signal comes, just tell yourself, I have met my target for the day. Next tomorrow comes. Then another thing I used to encourage, have what we call bookkeeping record. You must force yourself and get used to bookkeeping. We call it a trading journal. That journal will give you the date and time, the number of trades you took in a day, the profit you make, the loss you made. It will help you to review that what did I do wrong? Did I overtrade? Was I too greedy? Is my leverage? Then working on leverage too, the moderacy of the leverage. You should not use too high leverage, then too high margin. Sometimes if the leverage is high and the margin is lower, it may really help the trade. So all these things, you need to get it right. In conclusion, from your question, you as a beginner, I recommend course with proper money management. As a beginner, don't ever use beyond 5% of your capital. The purpose is not for you to start making crazy money for now as a beginner. You don't focus on profit. Focus on consistency in profit, no matter how minute it is. The consistency will now help you on how to increase it. So that is the idea. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. Much appreciation. Please, I want to ask another question. From that cross, at that when you go to that arrow of that cross to set your leverage, at the top, we are advised to set to 20x, and down to the short, we are advised to set should be at 10. But my question is, should we put it at the same leverage? For example, if the long is 10, should we put the short to 10, 10, 10, or 20, 20? That is my question. Yes, here. And I have another question too. Maybe when you answer this, then the next question will come to my head.
Simple and straightforward. Just don't disturb yourself in allocating different leverage to avoid confusion for yourself. Use the same for you use for long that you use for shorts. By the time you are doing this thing consistently for 1 week, 2 weeks, if you have reason to increase shorts over long or long over shorts, you'll be able to use your discretion. There is why. The reason they separated it like this, you get why. Because there are some other strategies of hedging where you enter position on a long, the market did not favor you, you can short the same market and increase that leverage. It's another strategy on its own. But for you not to get confused, understand how the leverage work first. Use it with experience. So experience will now teach you, oh, if I do like this, it could favor me. You are learning gradually as you are trading. That is what will help you. But for starters, just leave it on the same number. It's only how Bybit designed their own. On Binance, it was not designed like that. They didn't separate it. It's just on one place. Except after opening long and you want to open short, you now go and increase it. So focus on the same leverage. No need to design it another way to avoid confusion. I hope I've answered you.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay. My
I will
next
now employ.
Can I go on, please?
Hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. My next question is, since we are to trade with, is it 1% of 5, or is it 1% of our capital, or 2%, any percentage of our capital? I just want you to please make a brief analysis on how we can calculate that 2 or 3% of our capital to trade.
Okay. All right. I'm going to do that right away. As you can see my screen now, you see the trade on leads, the one I short is coming to my favor. I'm on profit now. See, I'm on 2.4% profit. That's 0.4. I'm on 4 cents profit. 4 cents. So I'll be closing this now. I'll close this. So for me to close, I can click on close by. See, market price, I'll just confirm. See, the trade is closed. Now, when I come to my all others, then I can come to order history. You see, this is the last trade. Then when I come to realized P and L, realized P and L, this is the history. You see, the field quantity, this is the quantity of leads. This is the entry price, 0.23. The exit price, 0.82, because it was a short trade. Before you can make profit on a short trade, note this. On a short trade, the entry price EP must be greater than exit price. Exit price. So this is how short work. Entry price EP must be greater. Like as you can see now, entry price is 0.3, then exit price is 0.2. Exit price must be lesser to have a profit on short. But on a long trade, if you long or buy, if you long, that means the exit price must be greater than what? Entry price on a long trade. So I hope you understand. This is how to check your trade history. All the trades you have performed, you will get it. You can find it here. So that is that. Let me quickly go and explain, because of time. Let me quickly go and explain what you asked the last time. So in terms of percentage, let's use the one that is more realistic and common. Let's say we are on $100 portfolio. Now, if you are being recommended that don't expose as a beginner, don't expose above 5% of your capital, no matter what, on trade. Like I said, the goal is the focus should not be on profit. You are here to learn in the space that you are new at. Why are you so concerned about too much profit? If you make 10% of $5, okay, let's say 5% of your capital and you have $100, that is $5. Meaning that if a signal is dropped, you can use $5 here on cost. See, you can put it here. You have $100 portfolio, you are recommended to use 5%, meaning that here you can put $5. That's 5% of your 100% capital. Now, when you make profit of 10% from this, profit of 10%, 10% of $5 will give you 0.5. But because there are some charges, when you buy, there is small charges to be deducted. They will remove their own gas fee. When you sell, they will remove their own gas fee too. The amount of profit you may have it may end up being like 0.4 something, which is still good. If you are making 0.444 on a trade and you are taking maybe 2-3 trades per day, because if 4 signals come in a day and the 4 delivered, you are making 0.4 in 4 places. That's around $1.8 on daily basis on $100 is a good trade. There are sometimes you may make more than that based on your portfolio. So for that is $5. If you are using $500 to trade, $500. Now, 5% of $500, I think is $25. $25. That's 5% of $500. Now, with this kind of trade now, it is still advised as a beginner, you don't expose the $25 at once on one trade. You can use like $10 just because you are playing safe. You don't want to expose too much because the goal is actually to understand how all these things works. The moment you understand it, you can choose to enter a trade with $25 because you know the consequence of what you are doing. You know the implication by yourself. So with your discretion, you still see that, oh, $25 or $500 is still 5%, it's still moderate. So that the goal is to keep your funds safe. In case of a dip, you can DCA your way out of trade. And what is DCA? Is dollar cost averaging. Like this last $25 I said, $25 on a trade. If you enter with $10, and instead of the market to be going up and giving you profit, it's coming down. If it come down, you can still buy like $15 more. So it will still give you the $25. Because you can do this is you have already divided your money. So when you enter this trade, if you are to make profit at maybe Bitcoin get to 16.6, if you DCA, if you drop the exit price to maybe 16.5 or 16.550, that's the importance of DCA. I hope you understand.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. Thank you. I think another one of the things she is trying to get is that how she can, we are embarking on a challenge today. So the woman is trying to know how she can realize 5% of its capital every day so that it can meet up with our targets in the this thing.
Okay.
So like
maybe I should know how much is our portfolio.
That's what the woman
Simply
is trying
put, how much is your portfolio, ma?
I'm having $20 now.
Okay. So let's do the calculation. Let's do the math. With $20 now, with $20, 5% of $20, I know to know math, so 0.5. That's $1, right? I think it's $1. 5% of $20 is $1. If I am correct, that's $1.
Yes.
Right? Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct.
So 5% of $1, this is just that with the $20, if we divide $20 into 5 different places, I think it's $4. So that's $4. $4 into 5, that's about 20% of your capital. You for $4 for $20. So if you want to use 10%, the best thing is, since the capital is not much, we can still recommend like 10% of the capital. It's still not too much. With proper stop loss and take profit, you can be using, that means we'll divide $20 in 10 different places. When we do that, I think we have $2. So meaning that on one trade, you can be exposing $2 into trade, not more than that. On one trade. Now, how do we calculate the profits? For $2, if you are making 5% of $2 on one trade, 5% of $2 will give us how much? Don't let me stress my head too much. Let me go to my calculator. So we have determined now that you'll be using 10% of your capital to enter a trade. Because 10% of $20, 0.1 times 20 is $2. Now, how can you get 0.5% capital profit of your $2? It is 0.1. 0.1 is still okay, I think. So getting 0.1 of your capital, if you enter 4 trades in a day successfully, I think you already have like 0.4 to 0.5. So with $20, I think you should focus on $2 to enter a trade. Then the leverage, you can be using 20x leverage. 20x leverage, I think is okay. So that's my recommendation anyway. Use $2, expose it trade, then take your 10 cents on the trade. Take your profit. By the time it accumulates, it will be compounding. Then if we look at compounding, like your own now, compound daily. If you are not touching anything, compound daily. If you look at it, yeah, if you look at it, let's say your 100%. So let's say you have $20, $20. Daily percentage rate is 5%. Length of terms in days, let's say 120. Then daily reinvestment rate 100%. If you want to be getting 5% of this, calculate now. Now this is it. Your investment is $20. Then this is it. You'll be expecting to be making $1 per day. But which amount you'll be exposing, that is when you're exposing 20, the target is $20. So with $20, because of money management, you may have to be, if we are exposing $5 from $20 portfolio, it is too much. So we have to be realistic. So let me use, okay, from here now, let me use the amount we'll be exposing, which is $2. Let me recalculate again. $2. I think this is better. $2 now for the 120 days, it is expected to flip to $699 if it is compounding, and if there is no day that actually missed out. So for day one, just like what I calculated, see, day one, your target is to meet just 10 cents, 0.1% profits. So for day two now, your capital will move to 20.1. So day two will be 0.11 again. Then adding it to the profit, to the principal is 2.21. You can see like that. So this is the amount you'll be exposing, and it will be increasing like this, 2.21. So I'm calculating it this based on the amount you will be exposing to trade. So by the next trade, after the first trade, if you meet up to 2.1, the second trade now, the amount you were exposed to trade will be 2.2, 2.21. If you actually meet up with this profit, 0.11 profit, or it can be more. But let's work on list like this. And day three, you can work on this format. I think that's my recommendation anyway. Malga wants to say something.
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. In fact, you really tried. In fact, I will appreciate you. All right, to make these things uniform and to make it more simpler form and easier for everyone to go about, we need to have one common strategy. So if you now know that you are like somebody like Mr. Yusuf that is a trader, you can now introduce more strategy to your strategy. So I want to give you two things that will allow you to achieve your this 120-day challenge. So I want everybody to listen attentively. And I'm going to give you two options. Then it's easy to go about. One thing I want you to show of is that, in this, when we're talking about futures trading, one thing I want you to have at the back of your mind is that I must tell you that bitter truth. Futures trading is not everyday trading. That is one thing about futures. If you say I must be trading every day in futures, then all the profits you are making from futures, you'll be returning it back to futures. Let me give you one instance. Like for the past, I think since Friday now, market has been moving sideways. As in, I've never even seen that kind of sideways in my life in trading. The kind of sideways that doesn't even respect the candle pattern. If you look at BTC is not moving at all. And other altcoins, they were doing crazy. As in some, let me quickly share you something here. Let me share you something. Sorry, I don't know if I can share my screen while Mr. Yusuf is still sharing. Okay, you have stopped your own, okay? Let me quickly share you something. But I'm going to give you a solution by God's grace. Yeah, we're going to see solution to that. Now, look at this UNFI pattern. You can see, look at this look at this 1 hour. You can see where it has been moving. This is 1 hour for hours. Which is Friday. You can see how it has been moving. I think it starts Friday morning. Now, look at this. Let me use my pen. Let me quickly show you something. Let me show you something. But we are going to, everything is easy to go about, and we're going to achieve our target in this our 120 days. Okay. If you look at, sorry. Hope you can see my screen, Mr. Yusuf. Okay, good. Now, if you look at this place, if anybody wants to analyze this particular market, from what this market has been doing here, somebody that's good at candle pattern will tell you that anything from this place, where is this thing again? That this place, the way I've analyzed this market will go on short, even before it goes up. Now, you can see the movement this market has been moving all this while. You can see the way it has been moving. It's moving sideways. It's not really going up, and neither it goes down. All the people that wanted to short from here, some people think that it's not possible for weak candle. I don't know what's happening to this thing. It's not possible for weak candle here to hold this market, this coin, this movement. So some people they have placed short on this place in market at this particular place because they believe that everything is coming down from here. But you know what happens after that? Everything goes up again. It doesn't go too much, comes down. So this kind of market now, if anybody is in it, you might still be in deep, and you are still in equilibrium. It will not give you profit. It will not go in deep. So any movement like that, nobody knows where this market is going to end now, because it has scattered almost everything. It's my later end up, boom, and it's my later end down. You can see what happened to this particular coin yesterday. What's the name of that? LRC. Some people are on shorts of this coin. They were trying to short from here. They have been trying to short from around this place. Some try to short from here. But you can see what happened here to people that are short. For you to really know what really happened to them, look at 15 minutes chart. Look at 15 minutes chart. Let me go to the chart proper. Aha. Look at what happened to them here. You can see they have been liquidated. All of them believe that this thing is going down here. That's this place. So no, inevitable. It must drop. But you can see what happened after they have entered the market. They were disappointed. So that is what we are talking about. In any kind of situation of market like that, even though if you see signal, we might decide not to share it. But this is how we are going to meet up with our target. Let me go back to the screen. And you can be making that your 5%. And if you calculate it, you can make it even when you now spread it, it will be every day, 5% every day. Imagine somebody that make even 100% in 1 week or 2 weeks, and the person does not make that profit every day. So now, let me use the example of the woman with $20, for instance. You know, sometimes we might provide up to like 10 signals. People that have been in my WhatsApp signal group before, they can testify to that.
Sometimes I release up to 12 signals and like 11 will deliver. Sometimes even all the 12 will deliver. So with this combination of two signal platforms, you will have enough signals. Now, let's now do one little calculation. This is my calculator. Some signals, some TP1 we do 25%. Shebi, you agree? Some TP1 will be 9%. Some TP1 will be 30%. Now, based on let's now put everything on average of 20%. Are you following, please? Hello, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. Now, let's now say this woman is trading with $1. They bombard the group with signals like 7 or 5. This woman of 20, now let me quickly chip in this. Please take note of this. If you know, henceforth, I don't want to hear any bad story because anything can happen, especially the way the market is currently now. It might move to 18,000 and from 18,000 back to 13,000 or 12,000. And it might move from the present movement situation now because it just stands still for the past 2 days now, down to 13,000. Anything can happen. So in case of anything that might happen, so if you know that you want to be replenishing your trades, dollar cost average, you want to be doing dollar cost average that Mr. Yusuf just explained now, please, I will want us for now to stop using cross if you know that you want to be replenishing, because some people are misusing this replenishment on cross. You have $20, for instance, because do you know why I want you to stop a cross? Why if you want to replenish? If you want to meet up the 5%, let me use this woman as an example now. The first signal is drop, you use $1 to trade it. Second signal, $1. Third signal, $1. Fourth signal. So you have opened like 5 trades because we are just telling you to open 2 trades. I know you will not stay on that 2 trades. Now you now use 5. You open 5 trades, and to the glory of God, these signals are accurate. Everything drop on average of 20%. Now that will be 1 times 20%. We have 0.2 profit on each trade. 0.2 times 5 trades. You have made your 5% for that day. You know, so don't forget, you can even have access to like 10 signals for that day. Don't worry. I get now. Let's just say worst case scenario, you have opportunity for like 5 signals for that day, and you make your $1. The same thing will apply to somebody with $100. I guess I'm just using this lowest capital as a case study now. Now, there are some times that even though you might be able to even trade like 10 signals for that day because everything was just boom, 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 everything was just dropping on a good day. In one day, you have made like 10%. Yes, you have even some leaders when we were on call yesterday, some leaders shared testimony that during the time when I was dropping signals, some of them even made 10% per day. So meaning that the day you have made 10%, if a day comes and we tell you that there's no signal today, or there's signal, but we don't want you to enter market today, you will use the day of 10% to cover the 5% of the day you did not trade at all. Are you getting now? You did not trade at all. Now, do you see woman now that has opened 5 trades, meaning that $5 already involved in this $20, and the woman is now using cross. Now, let's say the market is now going to minus 20, minus 30, minus 40. The woman, the account won't be able to carry it if big or long dip occur. But if the woman is on isolated, if the woman is what? Is on isolated, worst thing that can happen is that the woman will hit stop loss. From the old $5, it might lose $3 and left with $2. Then plus the balance of $15, the woman will still have $17 left. So you can make use of that $17 to still meet up the money she has lost. I get it now. But if you want to, these are the people that's cross meant for. If you know that with isolated, the woman can even be replenishing. At the end of the day, even spend up to $10 of his old $20. And because those signals are sure, in no time, that same day, everything will come out, even in big profits. Don't you know that when you are replenishing, like Mr. Yusuf rightly said, when you are to make $1 profit before, you might end up making $5 profit because you are replenishing, you are dollar cost averaging, you are buying more position, you are buying new positions. What you maybe let's say you want to long market. Price of BTC now is around 17,000, and let's say BTC is going to 18,000. You enter at 17,000 now, and you want to sell at 18,000, but unfortunately for you, price comes to 16,900. You know you are in minus already. Now you now buy more when it is 16,900. That's what we call replenishment or dollar cost average. The moment you buy more at 16,900, it's going to bring the first one you bought at 17,000, and the new one you just bought at 16,900. It's going to bring it down to 16,950. If you are to, you already have some amount of money involved in 17,000, you now just add another money in 16,950. So meaning that the capital involved in your trade has increased. So automatically your profit is going to increase. By the time the price now later go to that 18,000, the fact that your entry now is from 16,950 is going to be higher. Your capital is higher. Your position is very better than the previous ones. You are going to get better profits on that trade. That is what we mean by replenishment and dollar cost average. For you to now do that, meaning that it will be exposing more of your funds to trade. So I would rather advise, we have these two strategies. If you know that you want to be doing this dollar cost average, so that you'll be getting out of trade with big profits, and you get out of trade in time, and you'll be getting more reasonable profit or trade. Oh my God. I'm sorry, can't just enter on this corner, on this phone now. Oh. So please, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
We can hear you.
All right, good. Now, this is the two strategy we now want to apply. If you know that you want to go for replenishment, then it is advisable. Number one, don't forget our money management strategy of 3%. We already have strategy we are using in this group right from time. That 3% strategy will be more suitable for you if you want to be replenishing and you want to be isolated. But oh my God. Oh, this man. Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you still hear me? Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, madam, because the call enters, I'm thinking if I've been lost. Okay. Yeah. Now we have to number one, we are talking about the isolated now. If you are using isolated and you are using that 3%, you know that by the time you are replenishing, you still have money isolated, like he rightly explained, that left for you. If at all any worst is going to happen to that your market, it's going to deal with all the money you have involved and replenish with. And if at all you're going to close at stop loss, well, we believe that with the perfect signal we have on ground, it will be win-win for you. But if paraventure, you are using cross and you are replenishing, because I've explained that with people. Some people, you are in cross. Let me tell you the implication. When you are using cross, you have involved, let's say with $20, you have opened like 5 trades, for instance, $1. Those trades you now go to like let's say minus 20%. You now say, wow, let me replenish my trade. You now use $1 to replenish first one, another $1 to replenish the second one. In total, you use another $5 to replenish. All those money you have used to replenish has added to your margin, meaning that you are having $2 involved in those trades, which is $10. If markets go funny, by the time it cross minus 100 like this, it will have been taking another $10 from your total balance. You discover that if market go more deeper, you may lose all your total portfolio.
But if you are on cross like that, you are staking all your total capital already in that trade. So meaning that you are not to replenish. You are not to replenish. You want the exchange to be taking the money by themselves to buy position for you, not to add to your margin this time around, but just to be buying new position for you to extend you. But the money you have reserved for them to be buying position for you, you have used the money to replenish again. And the moment you have used the money to replenish, they will be taking the money in multiple of that money in your margin. So meaning that you have automatically increased the margin and you have increased the amount they will be taking. So you have been doing different things from what you have planned for your total capital before. So I don't know if you get the explanation clear. So that's why it is better for you if you know that you don't have enough capital. You don't have enough capital. Cross is good for people that know that you have good capital, then so that you can, even though if you want to replenish, you have enough capital on ground. But if you don't have enough capital, I would rather suggest, and you don't want to replenish, then I would rather suggest you go for isolated. I guess now you want to replenish, and you would rather because a lot of people, the news I heard day before yesterday, it wasn't nice at all. Imagine somebody with $1,500 on trade. You use $500 initially to open that trade from $1,500. You now start to replenish and you're on cross. Oh my God. Unfortunately, the person lost all the $1,500 anyway. But you can see what we are talking about here. So if you know you can't stick to money management strategy and you know that you would like to be replenishing, then I would rather advise that you stick to isolated. So now, if you are receiving the signals like 5, 10, 6, 7, 10 times in a day, and you are getting the results, even some days you might make even 10%, you might make 15%. Just know that those days, those profits you are making it ahead of any day that market might not smile for you to enter. So because it's better not to enter market. Hello, my people. I'm sorry. Okay. So I don't know if you get that explanation very correct. I don't know if you get it right. So if you are trading with $100, for instance, you should always prepare replenishment in your first entry. I have somebody that is using $100 to trade, but the person reserved $5 to open 5 trades. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
We can hear you.
That person is trading with that person is trading with $100. The person now said he want to be using $1 to open like each trade, five trades. Once he use $1 to open 5 trades, he will be planning that those trades might go to -20, -30. So when it's go to -20 or -15 or any as the case may be, the person will now use another $1 again to replenish those trades. How much the person is now having that trade? $10 by now. You can see now. So by the time the person will come out of that trade, the person will come out in time even more than other people, and the person will have replenished. I get it now. So that's why we need to play it safe. But that replenishment is dangerous for people in cross. Why isolated can replenish. But however, make sure you stick to money management. So with $20, for instance, when they release even 5 signals, you can use $1 to pick those trades. And to the glory of God, when everything delivers, you get the 5% that day. In fact, after 5 might have delivered for you, you might still have opportunity to trade another 5 for that day. So meaning that same day you can make 10%. So when you make 10% that day, so the following day, if it is just 3 you are able to meet up with, then you say, oh, I've met up my target. So always make sure you have target for yourself, and the moment you meet up your target, you are good to go. So, but we can achieve it and we can do it. So I think that is clear, sir. Ma.
Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Okay.
But
Do you know?
Okay. My question is that how many trades, as we are studying the challenge now, can we carry on the app?
Okay. like I rightly said, if you are on cross, you have to do the calculation by yourself. The meaning of cross is that this is my $20. I'm staking all this my $20 into this trade. I don't care how long the market will go. If I use this $1 to open this trade, for instance, that is one position now. Now, I don't know, this market might go to minus 200, minus 300 before it comes back to zero. I don't bloody care. So meaning that after $1, I want you to take another $1, another $1. It means that you are staking up to like $3 into that trade, sometimes even $5. Now imagine you open 5 positions and 5 positions experience the same thing. All your money is gone. It's at stake. So, but unlike somebody in cross, is isolated. Somebody in isolated use $1, for instance. Yeah, it is $1. $19 is still in reserve. The person opens the second trade, $2, $3, $4, $5. Meaning that the person in isolated can open more position than somebody in cross. Are you getting now?
I get you.
So the strategy you use will determine how many positions you will be able to open.
I get you.
So now let me just go straight to the point for you with that $20. I will rather suggest you use. I'm sorry, though, Mr. Yusuf already advised you to use cross, but because of replenishment, you might need to replenish sometimes because in the group they might say people should go and replenish. You too you want to go and replenish. So if at all it's called for replenishment, then I would rather suggest you go for this thing isolated. Then when you go for isolated, don't open more than 3 positions.
Okay.
I guess now. Don't open more than 3 positions, 3 trades, so that you'll be able to replenish. By the time you open $1 in 3 places, then if you also go those trade just close at your profits, all well and good. If the market maybe somehow deep to like minus 20, minus 30 before it goes back to take profit, you will be able to replenish with another $1. That is $6 already of your $20, just to meet up with what? With the 120 days challenge. And why I'm giving you this idea is no other reason, because of those signals that they are, because since I've noticed the always win signal, their signal is top notch, as in it's fantastic. It's fantastic. No matter the signal used to deliver the TP1. After the TP1, it might later go to stop loss, but it's usually hit the TP1. So if that's the case, then if you can be using that way, it's going to be okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello,
Good morning,
Victor.
sir.
Good morning, madam.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning, house. Sir, please, I have a question still based on that cross and isolated.
Okay.
The cross, does it mean if somebody is trading using that cross leverage, does it mean that one can still replenish, or you don't need to replenish when you're using cross?
I repeat myself. When you are using cross, it is risky to replenish because you don't know because you are not an analyst, you don't know when that market is returning. Some people, some people that are not analysts, they do replenish ignorantly sometimes. Maybe a candle just broken a support, for instance. Maybe you are shorting market. When the market just broken a support, there's tendency that is going to go more deeper to the next support. But the moment you discover that the market is going against you, you just broken one particular support, you now pump your money to replenish. The dip will now continue to get more deeper. So you don't know when the dip is going to stop. If you are on cross and you replenish, oh my God, it's very, very dangerous. I get it now. Because the moment you replenish now, let's say you have $20. You have some people used to even they don't use money management. You use $5 of $20 to trade initially, and you are on cross. So I get it now. Then you now see that the market is going against you. Now buy more, you replenish another $5, $10. Just pray that market did not go to minus 100. The moment the market go to minus 100 or minus 150 before you realize it, all your $20 is gone. So, but if it is isolated, I get it now. If it's isolated,
Even though you now put another $5, you have used $5 to trade. You now put another $5 to replenish, for instance. Highest that will happen after minus 100 is that all the $10 is gone. Yeah, you still have $10 to plan for your life again, how to plan for your trade. I get it now. So it is not advisable to replenish when you are on cross, or except if you have enough fund. Me, I love cross, but except if you have enough fund, because I discovered that some people they are unable to control their emotion to stick to money management to be able to use that cross. And that is why some traders don't advise cross for beginners, because they know that they won't be able to control their emotion to use money management. But professionals, almost all the professionals, they do use cross. All the places where we are getting signal, if you ask them which level they are using cross. And all that is because they are sure of their signal that no matter how it goes, it's going to bounce back. I get it now. But what caught my attention was the information that Mr. Yusuf just disseminated, that what happened to FTX, nobody knew that it's going to happen like that. I get it now. So what if something like that suddenly happened? So how are we not going to? Because that I could remember that time when that information occurred, we were on near and CERL or thereabout, CELR trade then. Honestly speaking, we experienced big dip. Some of the people's near was around minus 600% then. CRS was minus 400, 500. Are you getting now? So now imagine somebody has replenished when the trade was around minus 50, and you have replenished. You have wasted your bullets. Oh my God. You may not even get up to minus 600 before everything will have liquidated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. And again, this place he said you can short and you can also long at the same time. Does it mean that one can actually be shorting and longing at the same time on a particular coin?
Mr. Yusuf just did that now. Just did that now. He just done that now on this call. He did that just now. Hope you can see it on the screen when he shared it. He long LIT at the same time he short LIT.
Meaning the coin was going up and coming down at the same time.
No. You don't know that when you long, you buy that price, you buy that market at low price. When the market is going up, you'll be making profit.
Yes.
When you are shorting market, it's like if somebody tell you that you know what, this thing you buy at 15 naira, I will take you to market. I will take you to market, another market. You buy this thing at 15 naira in this market. I will take you to another market where you can sell it at 100 naira, even while they are selling it at 15 naira here. That is you short market. So this you want to buy at high price somewhere. I get it now. To go and sell when the price is where the price is low, but you want to sell at higher price there also. That's where you are making profit. So you are shorting market. Mean that when the price is up, you buy. When the price goes down, you sell. That is short of market. So you can do the same direction on the same coin, on the same exchange, but you have to change your exchange settings, like we explained yesterday on the call, to edge mode. If it is on one-way mode, you will not get it will not possible. But if you change your settings to edge mode, it can be possible like that.
Okay, sir. I understood that part. Now, if I don't want to do that, if I don't want to long and short on a particular coin at the same time, can I use one-way mode?
Of course, yes. That's why they put the option there.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, now I'm expecting the beginner's hands, but okay, let me call on Mr. Joel now. Mr. Joel. Mr. Joel, unmute your microphone, sir.
It's a long question. I've been meaning to forget what things I wanted to ask.
Oh, you are forgetting what you wanted to ask.
The question has been so constant from one to another on the same person. What I wanted to ask, well, let me just add this one so I remember the other one to ask. Now, issue of someone using cross and also using a stop loss. Does it still work based on what Mr. Yusuf just taught now? So say if you are using cross, it's advisable to put a stop loss. So my question here is this. if someone is on cross, and I understand that the cross is to help you, borrow you more money to extend your trading. Now, if you put stop loss and the market reverse to stop loss, get to that stop loss, won't it cut off both have you not used the cross at that point?
Yeah, exactly. That's just it. But where the stop loss is talking about, we need that if you want to put your stop loss won't be the stop loss of the signal, because stop loss of the signal is within below 100%. So if you are putting stop loss of signal, I don't see reason why you are using cross. I don't see that reason, because the cross used to be effect the moment you are in minus 100%. I get it now. So I don't see reason why you are using cross if you are using stop loss of the signal, because it's within below 100%. But if you can now create your own stop loss, that's okay. What will be the price of this coin for it to have go in minus 150%? I don't want it to go beyond minus 150%. I can see bear it to up to like minus 150%. You can now draft out your own stop loss. I get it now, to be around when it is minus 150%. That is when you can use cross for, stop loss on cross. I guess now you can set your stop loss to be around when market goes against you up to minus 150%, so that I don't want it to go beyond 150%. Or maybe you think before that 150% is supposed to have reversed. I get it now. But if at all, worst case, if this market does not reverse up till minus 150%, then let it close anyway for me. Hope that is clear, Mr. Joe.
Clear. Thank you.
Exactly. You're welcome, sir. Okay. Any other question, please?
The other thing I just want to add to what you have been saying all this while, concerning advising us to use the money management and they stick to advice. Well, sometimes I've got experience say is the best teacher. No matter how you shout it and say it, some people will still not obey until when they have lost the money. Then they will experience it. Probably from there, they will not learn lesson of using money management as directed. So I just pray that we should not use the negative experience to learn, but let's learn from other people's experience. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Gbadebo, you wanted to ask question earlier. Mr. Gbadebo, it's like you want to ask question the other time.
No, it has been answered because of all those questions. Thank you very much.
Okay. Mr. Osarieme Imafedon. Mr. Osarieme Imafedon. You can unmute your microphone. Mr. Osarieme Imafedon. Hello, okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Good morning. I said the problem with the emotional part of it, sometimes you don't see good signals and good trades, and you are already on a trade already with maybe like $5 or $4, and you still see the signal, and you still put. Most of the time, that is the problem I'm having, and the trade will not go deep. Hello.
Hello, sir. Mm-hmm. I don't get that your question, sir.
I say most of the time when a signal is dropped, and maybe you are still on like on a 2 trade that have not given you profit, and the signal is dropped, and you will be seeing the potential that maybe profit will come out from that trade, and you still book another trade. And most of the time I make my profit. Maybe I make like $1 or $2 a day. Sometimes, most of the time, I still lost it in that trade.
So what do you yourself now think is causing that, sir?
Whether it's overtrade, because I just heard about overtrade now.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Because the moment you have your target and you meet other target,
even sometimes I move.
even sometimes, even though you might not even meet up your target, but if you discover that you are opening up like 2-3 trades and they are in deep, you can think instead of you to open another trade, why can't you use those money to open another trade to replenish that 2 that you are open to come out? I get it now. It will be better than you open multiple trades like that. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Like the one Mr. Isu just talked the other time, even though if you are unisolated and you open just one trade, sometimes I do it too. I will say if I open a trade and that trade is going on loss, let's say I'm on isolated, I will now determine that I will not open another trade. But this one, I will be replenishing this one until it comes out. I will be replenishing this. I'll be targeting the support. I'll be targeting the candle. I'll be targeting everything. I will replenish. By the time I replenish, honestly, I may come out with profit that will be more than trading 10 signals for that day.
You see?
I get it now. I will get more profit than even trading more than 10 signals for that day. So that's just it.
Thank you.
All right. So Mr. Chris Daniels. Madam Comfort wants to ask a question, but let me quickly be like Mr. Chris Daniels is a beginner here. Or am I mistaken? Mr. Chris Daniel, unmute your microphone and ask your question, sir.
Good morning, house.
Good morning, Daddy.
Yeah, the question I want to ask is still, just like you said, I'm a beginner. The question I want to ask still boils down to that replenishment. Of course, I understand that when you are crossing, it's automatically replenished for you. You don't need to sort of. But like, because I have issue, I was trading on I think on Condebury or so. I was going deep. I decided to replenish. When I said it should replenish. Replenish is to, if maybe you are on long, is to buy again, Abi?
Yes.
But I did that. It's opened 2 different districts for me. Last, I all the whole money I had there was liquidated. So I don't know. The question is, how do one really replenish?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me first of all ask, that particular coin that you want to replenish, the first trade you open, is it on short or you open on long?
It was on long. So when they asked to replenish, I replenish. You have to long again. I did long, but I was shocked. It opened 2 different trade for
long?
me. I know already. I don't know.
Long?
Yeah, on the same coin. I know I was
Long?
already in deep also, but I can't remember whether it was long or short or something. I was already in deep, and I wanted to come out of the deep. I think put me in further trouble. That whole money got liquidated.
You know what happens, sir? Maybe you mistake something. It's not possible for you to be on long. While you are on long and you buy more, it can never ever open another long position on the same coin for you.
Okay.
Except
let me have
okay. The only thing I can deduce maybe something, maybe it was on limit.
Okay.
What do you think? And maybe maybe. Okay, okay, sir.
Let me help with that. You see, that thing that happened to you actually happened to me yesterday. On Coin W, I was on a short on BTC. There is one trader taking on BTC. And I wanted to open a limit order on a long. But by the time I wanted to press it, I was supposed to replenish, but I mistakenly go and press the second button of short. And I saw that the trade was running, and it was really running at a loss. I quickly go and close it. I lost -$5. I just closed it. So sometimes accidents happen, and I'm sure that is exactly what might happen. It's not ever possible on the same coin, and you long on different positions. It's never possible, except it will replenish it. You intended pressing the long button and you accidentally press another opposite button. That is what will make it to open the 2 at the same time.
Okay, no problem. So we are learning that. So I noted. And another one. Okay, like when you are crossing. Okay, if you have enough liquidity, So it's possible for you to replenish on your own. Because I just believe that maybe when you are on a cross, you don't even need to replenish, in as much you have enough liquidity to replenish for you. So that means invariably, if you have enough liquidity, you can hold the trade. You can replenish on your own.
Do you know why you
Right?
can replenish on your own if you have enough funds? Let's use the terms that everybody can understand. When you have
Okay.
enough funds as in enough, maybe from
Yeah.
your $10,000, all you are using to trade from this $20,000 is just $100 or $50. Then a trade is now going against you. Do you know why it is also advisable if you have enough fund to replenish by yourself on cross?
Okay.
It is replenishment you do by yourself manually that is going to be added to your margin.
Okay. The one that
that one is not going to be added to your margin. It's just be there to be.
It's just to bring you out. It's just to bring you out from your loss.
Exactly. By the time you are coming back from that loss, it will be returning back the money to your balance.
Okay.
But the one you give for hand to replenish, that one will be added to your margin.
That means you are staking. You are the one that is taking the money.
Exactly, sir. Exactly, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay, Madam Comforts, you are senior trader here. That's why I allowed the beginners to ask questions before you, ma. Sorry, ma. So, mommy, you can mute your microphone, ma.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. Please, I just want to ask if this session is recorded, because some of us are in transit and going in and out of the chat room because of network.
Okay, yeah.
Please, can we have the recording later so I can really hear every part of it? I'm just going in and out. Okay,
we are going to drop it after this class.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question, please? Any other question, please? Ask your question now, because any moment from now, signal will start flowing. I think Mr. Yusuf has explained how you can identify whether a signal is still valid or not. I don't want to be hearing, can I enter? Can I not enter? Can I this? Can I that? So because sometimes I may be busy, I may be on transit, I may be busy, but some people will just want me to answer immediately. So, but that I on my data does not mean that I'm always on with that phone. So please be patient if you ask question and I didn't answer in time. So please make sure you ask your question now. Ask your questions now, please.
Please, are we supposed to be opening long and short for each of the trades?
No. It's not that.
Okay.
Because let's say, for instance, let's say a signal is good and perfect. So if the signal is good and perfect, if they say long, it means that the market is going up. Trying to short at the same time on that market is like if you want somebody is entering the wrong signal. I guess now. So only when you discover that I'm not sure of this market by myself, I don't know if it's going to go up, or maybe you receive a signal and you're an analyst, and you yourself, you look at the market, you see that this market is in equilibrium. I don't know whether it is up that is going to go up or down. Then you can now open the trade on you counter trade, both long and short. So, but if the signal is sure, and you have seen the candle, you see that no, this market is sure, then open one position for it. No need of open multiple position.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other question, please? Any question? Ask your question now, please. Okay. Somebody, okay, Mr. Big Dollar. Mr. Big Dollar. Mr. Big
Hello,
Dollar.
sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, my question is pertaining to we that we are using cross. Please, this question I want to ask is like I know it. Sorry to use that language, but I want to be clarified, sir.
Okay.
Because of this 120 journey day. If we are on cross and the markets go deeper than our expectation, sir, if we wanted to replenish manually and we are on cross, is it advisable to replenish before the market go to up to maybe 50%, so that for it to draw us closer to the profit side, or it has to be after 100%? That is the area I want to be sure, sir. Thank you,
Know
sir.
the best position? The best position for cross margin users or traders to replenish is when the market has done its worst. Let's say the market has gone to like minus 300%. You now find out, maybe you analyze, now discover that this is the bottom. It must bounce back from here. That is best time for cross traders to replenish. Or maybe you now receive a signal from like always win, or from somebody that you know that, wow, no, this person know that this person must go, this market must go up, and you're on short already before. But as in maybe, I don't know if you get me right. So let's say you have already minus,
Yes,
your
sir.
last minus. That is when it's advisable for cross margin somebody to replenish. I guess now. So people that
Yes,
can
sir.
be replenishing from minus 50, minus 30, even minus 20, they are people that are using isolated. You might try it as a cross trader and escape it sometimes, but by the day you will regret it. Every portfolio might go for it. All the total portfolio might go for it. I get it now. So
I'm getting it, sir. Thank you very
yeah,
much, sir.
yeah.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then sometimes, please, I want you people to put your phone in alert. I mean the notification of this channel, because sometimes the signal might drop in the midnight or early in the morning or at night. Then let me quickly show you something. Let me show you something on this my screen. I want to share my screen now. How you can identify who among the this thing. Can you see the page of this our channel that I share now? Can you
Yes,
see
sir.
it? Okay. Now let me quickly show you something. Let me put on my this thing. Sorry. I want to put this thing on. Okay. Aha. So you can see this place under each post. You see the name of the admin, a particular admin that posts at a particular time. So under this place now, you can see more strategy. Everything at the top here is going to show you plan B feature signal. That's how you're going to see it at the top of all the posts that admin post. I get it. If any admin post, you're going to see plan B feature signals. You will think that it's one person that is posting. Sometimes not one person. Like this one now, you can see plan B Academy. That is our number. The number we use to connect to the signal is the number that sent this post. So I was the one that sent this particular one. You can see more strategy below this post. Then you can see, okay, more strategy. Okay, okay. Now you can see this one now. Like the Ethereum signals dropped yesterday. You can see. Can anybody tell me the name you are seeing here? The name of the person that dropped that signal of Ethereum? Somebody should pronounce it.
The wise.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But if you look at the top of that post, you see Plan B features signal. So anytime if it is Mr. Yusuf, you're going to see the name there. If it is Madam Quimby, you're going to see the name below there. So just to identify who dropped the signal. That's just the little thing I say I should remind us. Okay.
Okay, please, much more. I want to ask this question. I know how to pin channel. Please, what's the way to put notification at the same time? Is it possible to do at the same time?
You know how to create channel, okay, how to pin, how to put. Yes, it's possible to do the same thing at the same time. The two at the same time.
I need that on how to put notification.
Yeah, after you might have pinned that message, that group. For instance, you can see this is a Plan B feature signal. I've pinned this one already. You just click on it, open that channel. Then let me use this thing to show you. Open that channel and click on the name of that channel.
Okay.
So once you click on the name of that channel,
You're going to see notification. Can you see it? Sorry, I'm coming. Don't know why this thing is not coming to my home page. You can see notification, Abby.
Okay.
Good. Once you tap on it, it's going to give you options. You're going to see customize. You click on customize. Okay. You can on show message previews, meaning that anything, any message drop here, you should pop up on your phone. Then sound, you can put sound. Let me use. You can use.
Okay.
Okay, you can use it. You pick any of the sound you want to use. Then you might not open the vibration. Then smart notification. You can say 2 times in 2 minutes or in 1 minute as you want it. Then priority. Then you can say urgent. Yes, urgent. I get you now. Urgent. Then that's all. You just back. You have opened the notification. So anytime anything drops there, you're going to speak banana for that tone you have set. You can even use tone of yourself. You can choose your own tone, your own music from your phone directly.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You're welcome. So any other question, please?
Mr. Moshood, for the last time, I want to ask one question.
Okay, madam.
About this long and short, you make one illustration which I want to hold on. I just want to ask again, that's meaning of short, because you say that the meaning of short means that maybe they are selling, let's say bread, 15 naira here.
Sorry to cut you, ma. The meaning of short of market, let me just put this way. I don't want it to complicate for you. Now, in spot trading, you can only buy when the price is low, or you can only when the price is low and buy when the price is going up and make profits on spot trading in Binance or in crypto or in exchanges. But in futures trading, why the price is going up, you can buy when the price is low and when the price is going up and make profits. At the same time, when the price is at the peak, at top, and if you can predict, let me use the word predicts. If you can predict that this price that is at the top is going to go down, that is what we mean by shorts. As the price is coming down, you will be in profits. I get it now. I think any signal can come in 2 ways like that. Any signal you see long, meaning that they want you to buy the price is low, and you predict that price is going to go up, you make profits. Then when you see short of a signal, meaning that you want to buy when the price is high, and you predict that market will go down. Let's leave it like that for now. In our next class, I'm going to tell you why we are making profit from short. Some people think it's a gambling. It's not a gambling, but there's a reason why you are making profit when you are shorting market. Yeah. Okay. Kayode, how are you? You have a question? Kayode, can you unmute your microphone? Unmute your microphone. Hello. Okay, unmute your microphone. You have a question?
I actually want to ask just a little question. Like, let me just say as a beginner, although I'm not a beginner. So, how many trades is it advisable? Because I know when it comes to future trading, controlling of one's emotion is very important.
I'm not audible. You are not audible enough, sir.
Okay, sorry, I'm on Bluetooth.
Okay.
So, can you hear me now?
Yeah. That uncle.
So, what I'm saying is, how many trades it is advisable for someone to take per day? Is it depending on one's perception, or you that has been in the business, I want to ask your own professional point of view. I mean, so how many trades is it advisable to go through for a day? Because sometimes controlling of one's emotion is very important in futures trading because it has affected me one time. So since then, I've always learned to be content with even if it's a little I get. So I'm only asking this for the others that might want to know.
That's what we have been talking about all this while. Two things are involved. Number one, you need to work on so that you don't have any bad story in futures trading. Number one, money management. Even though if you open one position and you have $20 and you take all the $20 to trade, even though you open just one position. I guess now, even though you open just one position and you have $20 and you put that $20 in trade, even though you open one position, is a bad trading. I get it now. So, but first thing first is money management. So let's say you have converted your naira to dollars now. If you are trading within $50 to and below, let's say from $10 to $50, the highest amount I will advise you to take to any trade first is $1. Yes, you might later replenish. Maybe you have entered with $1 now. That trade is now going to minus 20 for you. I get it now. Then you can now later put another $21 to buy more to replenish. But in the first place, don't use more than what? $1. That's one. Secondly, then don't open more than 3 positions. 3 positions. But maybe let's say you open 3 positions now, 1 deliver, you still have 2. Then they release another signal, you can add more to it. You can add more to it. Are you getting now? Or one is about to close and you want to close it. Yeah. So you can just be swapping it like that. Highest 3 positions at the time. You might 5 signals might be dropped. You just pick 3 from those 5 signals and just close your eyes until any of those ones close or all the 3 close. Once all the 3 close, then you can open another one. By the time you trade like that, let's say you have like 10 signals in a day like that. So plus or minus, we are going to get up to like 5% in a day.
All right, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Another question, please? Ask your questions. Mr. Yusuf is here. Everybody is here to answer. You can see we spend a lot of hours here this morning. Yes, we don't want anything to disturb anything in these our 120 days. Okay, so another question, please. Yeah. Okay, Madam Samira. Madam Samira.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. I want to ask, my question is, I want to move money from my coin W to Bybit, but there's a place where it's asking a transaction password and a memo. So I don't know what I'm going to put in that memo, where they said...
that memo is like whitelist. It's like if they just want you to name that your wallet. You used to, they did that coin W withdrawal in such a way that anytime you want to make any withdrawal to that particular wallet again, it will have been saved. So memo there's a name, the name you want to use to save that wallet. So with that memo, you can just which place are you withdrawing to?
Bybit.
You can write my Bybit TRC20 wallet. You put your trading password, you save it. Then you now go back to that withdrawal again. When you go back to that withdrawal, the moment you click on that place to paste your wallet, it's going to bring out that saved wallet. Even are you getting that? It's going to bring those wallets you have saved. You are not going to choose that Bybit TRC20 wallet. Then you proceed your withdrawal.
Okay, sir. Then secondly, sir, I don't know how to replenish because I don't know. I'm on one trade on short, but I want to buy more. Am I still going to buy on that same particular coin to replenish? Because I've not done it before.
Oh my God! No be you I go. No be you I go. Now, Mr. Yusuf, now I go.
I just want to use the medium to ask. I want to use the medium to ask. I'm always on cross. So, but The trade is getting longer.
Okay. Okay, you are on cross.
Yes.
Minus how many percent by now?
It's not really much. It's like just minus
Minus what?
minus 29.
Are you shorting the market or you long the market?
Short.
You are on short, right? Minus 29, and you are on cross.
Yes.
I will
Yes.
advise you don't replenish for now. Just leave it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Don't replenish for now. Just leave it.
Okay, sir. All right, sir. Thank you.
All right. So that's what we are talking about. Oh, because you are on cross and you are in minus 29. That's the same thing I just want now, that you people on cross, you don't replenish at that particular range of percentage. It's not advisable. Let me repeat that so that everybody can hear that. It's not advisable. So if you know that you want to be replenishing that kind of percentage, then you should be on isolated. Are you getting now? You should be on isolated, because the moment she replenish now is in that minus 29. If market boom goes up against her again, she has already involved too much money in that trade. And that is the multiple in which the exchange will be taking when the market goes to minus 100 and above. So that's why it is dangerous for anybody on cross to replenish anyhow. So that's why I say people on cross, before you can replenish, it is advisable for you to replenish. It's when the worst has happened to that market. When the worst has happened. Because 29 is not too much. Within 5 minutes, when market go to deep, that your 29% can turn to plus 10% within 5-10 minutes. Yes, so it's not too long. Yeah, thank you. Okay, another question, please. But then, in case you want to replenish some other time, hope you know how to buy more. That's another thing. In case there's call for it, or in case later you use isolated, madam, and you want to replenish, can you know how to place that replenishment at all?
No.
Do you know? Okay. Let's say you are on a particular coin. Am I see screen sharing? I'm coming. I don't know what happened. Anytime I stop sharing my screen, people can't hear me again on this my phone. I don't know what's happened to the phone. Okay.
We can hear you now.
Okay, thank you.
I hear you.
I left and joined again. So now let's assume you want to replenish a trade. Let me go to CoinW. Are you using CoinW or Bybit, man?
Bybit, both.
Okay.
From
But
Bybit.
Okay, both. Okay, you have trade on CoinW too, right?
no.
Okay, whatever applies
Only
to
on
CoinW
Bybit.
applies to Bybit.
Okay.
Only on
Whatever
Bybit,
applies to
sir.
CoinW. Okay. Let's use Bybit then. Okay. Let me share my screen for you to see what I'm talking about. But I don't want to replenish this trade, but I just want to show you. Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. You can see this coin, UNFI, below here, that is a -5, right? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Aha. Let's say I want to replenish, for instance. I don't say you should replenish when it's in -5, but I want to
I
replenish.
understand.
It is on shorts. So then the next thing I'm going to do is that I will just come to, had it been this is the price that I want to replenish, it has been the price I want to replenish. All I'll just do is to drag my money the way I've dragged it before. But let me use a pen to explain something here. If the coin that is here has changed, don't forget you might have opened another position for another coin. So you have to first of all come and change this coin pair to the one you want to buy more, to want to replenish.
Okay,
So
sir.
then, the more you change it to this one, then the next thing now is that you're going to drag the amount you want to use. Okay, let's say I want to use it's always good to use amount already involved in the trade, but you can even use lesser one. But the more money you use, the more best position you are going to position yourself. I get it now.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So let's say I've got the amount of money that I want to use. Bam. Then the next thing is that I will now make sure that if the trade is on shorts, I will click on what? I will click on shorts because the trade is on what? It's on short. The moment I click on short, bam.
Yes,
Then
sir.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
So the money will automatically add to my margin.
Okay.
So at the moment it add to my margin, then it will dollar cost average. This my position. This -5 might come to
Yes.
-2 or -1 or -0.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Then
Thank you, sir.
if it's on long, you make sure that you click on buy more. So it's the same thing as if you are open new trade, but just make sure you buy it on that particular trade. Then don't just make sure that if it's on long, make sure you click on long. The situation whereby some people see another trade open for them, as it is now, it is on shorts. If after I might have dragged what I want to use and I click on long, he's going to open another one entirely. He's not going to add to this one because I'm open different market entirely.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other question, please?
Do you click on that unicorn or what?
UNFI. Yeah, I trade on it.
Okay. When you want to add to that money, do you click on that coin before you start dragging that?
Yes. At the moment I click on that coin, the moment I click on it, it's going to move it up.
Okay.
Any coin at all you want to check or you want to see, if you are on 3 positions, for instance. So anyone you want to check the candle or you want to replenish, just tap on it. It's going to bring it to the top, to that page.
But what I'm thinking now is that instead of one to be adding, is it not better for one to close the market so that at least even if it's gonna short, it will be just little, it will not be so much on your.
That can happen if you are trading on your own. Because if you are trading on your own, you are gambling. You are not sure whether the market will go to your direction. I guess now that's when you can close it at loss. But when you are trading signal, if it is still in -6, -5, you can see that somebody said she is in -29. I said within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, that thing can turn to +10.
Okay.
Are you getting now? So if she had closed it, so will that market come back to profit? In futures trading, you don't expect that you not see red at all. You must see red. It is fluctuating market. So when you see red, the best of it is that after all red, just let it come back to green, and you close your trade at green. So if you the moment you see -6, you close it. You lose all your capital before you realize it. The moment you see -5, you close it. No, I don't want to see red. You see -10, you close it. I don't want to see red. I get it, madam. So the moment the signal that is sure, it might go to even -20. It might even go to -30. Before you know it, you might later see +10, +20, even +15. Are you getting it now? So not every time you click on it and close your trade by yourself. No, except if you are people analysts and maybe mistakenly you analyze the market, you have entered and you have now realized that this is not the direction now as you trade. Then even if it is -5%, you can close it. Are you getting now? But you are not an analyst. Somebody have analyzed this market that this is where it's going. You are given signal to trade. You are now saying because it is -5, you now want to close it. Are you getting now? So that's what we call retracement. It might be the coin is just retracing for it to break out. So you don't know. You just close it. You discover that people will be sharing profit later. You will have kicked yourself out of that trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The only thing you can do is that you put stop loss. That okay, if this thing is going this way, one thing you need to have at the back of your mind
If you are thinking like that, meaning that you are thinking you don't want to accept any loss at all, and it can never possible in trading, not even in futures, in trading. Are you getting now? Loss sometimes is part of the game. Are you getting now? Losing sometimes is part of the game. But the only thing is that plus or minus at the end of the day, you make sure that your profit is more than your loss. Plus or minus at the end of the day, you discover, you ensure that you meet up your targets. You know, sometimes, okay, let's say for example, there was a time I traded within 2 days, I made like 50% of my capital. I myself knew that this thing is abnormal. Are you getting now? This thing is what is abnormal. And the day I'm going to lose again, I lost, but I discovered that what I lost, I still have profit on my initial capital. Are you getting now? Even though with what I lost, I am seeing profits. That's what we call trade. Are you getting now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Another question? Another question, please. Okay, I think we have spent over 8 to 9, 9 to 10. Wow, 10 to 11. Wow, is it not 3 hours? 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. So we have spent 3 good hours here this morning. So another question, please. 3 good hours, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Hello, Mr. Mushmoney.
Yes, sir, boss.
There's one thing I observe about this Bybit. I don't know, maybe because I'm using it for it. I think it does not highlight liquidation price like Binance did. Because sometimes I trade against liquidation price. I used to be rest assured if apart from the calculation of the percentage, at a glance, and volume of a coin determine the distance of the liquidation price sometimes.
Yeah.
So I trade against liquidation when I see some coins are manipulating, like the one you shared, showing how they pumped it up to push out some short positions to liquidate them before it will now start coming to the short direction.
Exactly.
When the gap of the liquidation is very far, like you are trading BNB, the current price is around 290, and you see maybe you are on a short, and it gave you a liquidation price of maybe
I can't hear you again, no. Hello, sir. Hello, Mr. Yusuf. I can't hear you again, no. Wait a minute. Hello, Mr. Yusuf. I can't hear you again.
Is one not speaking? It's not speaking again.
Oh, okay.
Please, just show us where you can get the liquidation price. Maybe that's what I was trying to ask.
But everybody, I think if you have been using the exchange, everybody will see the liquidation price. Then, if it's the price of when the people are being liquidated and all that, you can see in this. You can see this my page now. You can see where they write below this unrealized PNL. Estimated liquidation price 5.6985. Can you see it, Mr. Tade?
Yes, I can see it.
So it used to be there, but sometimes if you are using, for example, you are using cross and you use like between 1 to 5% of your capital, because the liquidation price is too far, some exchanges don't bring it out at all. Not until when you are in minus 100, that's when the liquidation price will show up, the surface. I guess now. So then there are some area where if you want to this order book depth, you can determine how you want your order book to show. Then this place also, this place, default bid ask. So you can use the moment you change it, you discover that this place is going to change.
Then I'm going to explain how this thing works, but you should be able to have ideas. You can see it. So if you want to see the rate of sellers only, if you want to see the rate of people that are shorting market, then default both the two, red at the top, then green at below. So then if you want to check more here, I get in now. So Mr. Yusuf, are you back? Oh, Mr. Yusuf is not more online. So the education price is shown. Any other question, please? Any other question? Oh, so that we can call it a day. Our time is fast spent. Okay. So no other question, right? All right, I'm going to drop the recording on this channel soon. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Let's call it today.
All right. Thank you, everybody. You can unmute your microphone and say bye-bye to one another. So let's be expecting signals from...
That's okay. So please go and get ready deposits and get ready for signals.
Yes, deposit on your exchanges and get ready for signals, please. Maybe should I post these?
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Should I place this on YouTube so that people can copy to their group?
Goodbye, sir.
Yes,
sir. Yes, I would prefer that, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Nice day, everybody. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, everybody.
If I've invited you to so message your person who invited you.
Okay,
If you have
yeah,
that you
that's
can.
good. Yeah, if you are newcomer here, go back to the person that referred you here to get your exchange link. Then the person can mentor you to get this happen. Yeah.
Hello. Hello. I want to
Hello.
ask question, but I don't know where to raise hand.
Okay, madam. Okay.
I want to ask questions, but I don't know where to touch to raise hand.
Okay, madam. You just click on the microphone. The moment you click on the microphone, as you know, we lock everybody not to speak. Anytime you click on the microphone, it will be raising your hand.
Okay.
Okay, you can go ahead and ask a question. No, we are close already. No, we are forgetting your question.
And is that that liquidation that I don't understand it.